This is the terrorism. You have no right to break my country into pieces. This land is belong to my indigenous people of South Africa. We want justice. We want equality. Justice will never appear if you're not going to give land back to the original owners. You stole from the man. You stole entire wealth. How can his full family entire wealth equal the 60 million population wealth? This is what we're fighting for. We want justice. Rob Hersov, Oppenheimer, Rupert has no right to invade and oppress these people, especially Rob Hersov. He must get out from politics. He has no right to be in politics. What?
Biwa, Phil Craig, yourself, you are born outside the country. You came here. You came as an adult in 2000. 2006, you became a citizen.
Yes, I became.
So it took you 6 years to become citizen.
Yes.
Okay, the process of naturalization, everything. So you're saying this with confidence. So if people...
It's way too white. You can't be 60% of the judiciary white. It's unacceptable. Come on, this white population holding almost 4% of the country population. How can they hold the 60%? And between those white people, listen carefully, listen very carefully. Again, 90% of them Israeli origin from Europe. Are you with me what I'm trying to explain to you? It's not Afrikaner, sir. It's not. I'm proving. He's lying. He says the farm murders. Show me where is the farm murder. White man is killing white man. White woman killing white man. White man killing white woman for insurance payouts. For insurance payouts, nothing else. They jealous of each other, you know. They hate each other. You can just check, see. Look. Jewish deputy board took me to court for hate speech.
When was that?
2024.
Okay.
So I won the case against Jewish deputy board. I proved them it's not hate speech. I'm fighting for facts. You are doing genocide in Palestine. You are doing a genocide and accept that. The person who's doing genocide, a lot of our children missed. Oprah has been linked to Jeffrey Epstein list. Do you understand? These people are raping small innocent children because they believe in Talmudic mindset. You know what Talmudic? It is not like a Jewish mentality. It is
Zuma.
Jacob Zuma is a decent man.
Thank you.
Listen, Jacob Zuma is a great man. I respect that man. He is a patriotic South African.
Thank you.
Listen, between 2000.
Mashani Politically Incorrect, you are coming back to the Politically Incorrect where we discuss issues that are politically incorrect. Who else to be politically incorrect in South Africa than Mehmet? I don't know this gentleman. I hope you guys know him. A lot of us in South Africa don't know him. I'm going to ask him for him to take us through his journey.
Yes.
And why he became an activist. Yeah. Mehmet, how's it?
I'm doing very good.
Please introduce yourself to us.
Right.
Who is Mehmet?
Right.
When did you come to South Africa? Are you a South African?
Yes.
You've got a South African wife. What makes you South African? Take us through, please.
I am South African. I came to South Africa in year 2001.
2001.
Yes, I came to here learn English.
Okay.
For 6 months.
All right.
So I finished my MBA in economics.
Okay.
Then I came to South Africa. And the reason I chose South Africa, I had actually chose UK or Australia and America. I chose South Africa because of the history of Mandela.
Okay.
I was very much in love the way he fought for freedom of these people. And my thesis at the school, at university, was South African economy. Post-apartheid, 1994 economy. That was my thesis. So I started learning South African history, I started learning South African culture. Then I came to South Africa. But when I came to South Africa, I fall in love with South Africa. I couldn't leave this country. I was supposed to become a professor in the back country. I decided to stay in this country, and I truly, about my businesses, first my business was internet cafe. So I start teaching people how to use internet. Open 24/7 internet. Open several branches across Kaplan. I was the first person open internet cafe. Basically, first person introduced internet cafe business to South Africa. Was very costly, I was paying almost 100,000 a month to get internet. That's how expensive that period. Then I think I trained over maybe 500,000 people to how to use internet. But then went to the computer wholesaler, then went to different type of businesses. And in 2006, I started doing the social work when I became citizen. I became citizen in 2006. It naturalized. I am South African. It's my passport also, in case if any person will ask. Anyway, so place called Delft in Cape Town. Feeding children. Was winter. Was very rainy day. And when I look at these children, I saw that none of them had the shoes. Literally no shoes. And when I asked them, what's the reason why you don't have shoes in winter? And when they say to me, the fathers are not working, ladies are not working. And that was the first red flag came into my mind to go into politics, okay? The following day, I went to another place called Hamburg in Hot Bay, Cape Town. This one is the Rasta children on top of mountain. Again, these people also very disadvantaged people. When I start feeding these people also, I see same story. Then a couple of weeks later, this time I went to Philippi in Cape Town, feeding children. If you can go online, you'll see on my Facebook. Just has been since 2006. Everything's still online. Just pictures, everything. I mean, last 20 years I've been doing this kind of social activities. So when I start feeding these communities, when I go inside these communities, when I meet the people on the ground, I realize there is extreme inequalities and injustice in the country. That period I was staying in Constantia. I was living a perfect, wealthy life. But when I went to Philippi, I'm seeing the person hasn't got the food to eat. I say, as citizen of this country, I need to do something about it. So I became activist. I wasn't part of politics that period. I became actively involved in ANC that period. So, I think was stuff with P word was a progressive business chamber or something was but belonged to ANC. I actually fund them that time. I pay a lot of money just to help us. I just want to help the community, with good intention. When in that period, I just see ANC actually doing nothing with communities. So in 2009, I was actively started involved with COP. I became one of the first person when I saw Lakota left. So I started involving politics through that. And 2016, after so many experiences, I built first political party. I became mayor candidate in 2016 for Cape Town. So I think we got about 7,000 votes that period. I couldn't make it, but we made something. So 2019, we changed the name of the party. We put SA National Democratic Movement, and name didn't bring people attention. It just wasn't attractive. So 2021, we changed the name Truth and Solidarity Movement. The minute we changed the name Truth and Solidarity Movement, when we apply IEC, they give us hell. They didn't want us to register. Every time signature missing. I think you're supposed to need 1,000 signatures. I think we provide IEC more than 15,000 signatures. We went almost every part of South Africa. Literally, we asked people to sign. So we became political party in 2023. Then 2024, I became first premier candidate for Western Cape, for Cape Town especially, intention, to main aim to bring land back to indigenous people. Because I came to the conclusion is, the land is gone. The group of white people is controlling the entire land. Group of white people controlling entire resources. Group of white people is taking what you call that one, oppressing people. So I studied South African history from that moment, since I became activist from 2006. I went in deep. So I started learning about Hottentot, then I started learning about Khoisan, I started learning what's happening, and I came to a conclusion. So South African history is the history they've been written in the books is all fake. Written 1925 by a German man. He used a Khoisan word, you understand. He actually removed the San culture, South African indigenous people. And when I done more research, I noticed is in that history book says you Xhosa people came in South Africa like 1800 something. But when I research, I find out that South African history go back to 240,000 years back. So I say, you know what? I need to fight extreme level now. There's no more. So because of that, they start character assassinating me, group of people which I'm going against them, especially those white extremes, okay? It didn't work out. No matter how much they tried a hard fight against me, more than hard fight, I become more patriotic South African. And recently, especially this AfriForum, when they went to Trump and they tried to destabilize our internal matter, I become extremely angry to Trump. You know,
Before you go to AfriForum, so when you came to South Africa, you came from
Istanbul.
Istanbul,
Yes.
Okay. Constantinople.
Yes. No. Listen.
Does it offend you when people call it Constantinople?
No. Listen, is already Istanbul name coming from Constantinopolis? Yeah, it's coming from that. Yeah. Okay. So Istanbul means like, again, if you just changes, you know, just historical changes. Okay. I'm the grandchild of Ottoman Empire. Under my grandparent rules, there were no injustices. There were 600 years, there were no problem in Palestine. Palestine was land of freedom. Christian, Jewish, and Muslim people were living together as in peace. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? There's all the start, the same that three family who is messing up South African economy, the same three family was called Rothschild and Rockefeller, as well as different, we can call Zionist family from German, Lithuania, Lithuania, Ukraine, Poland. They start destabilizing Palestine in 1948. Before 1948 was peace in Palestine. We didn't see any problem in Palestine. When they offered my grandfather to buy the Palestine, Sultan Abdul Hamid said, you know what, you can give me 10 universe, I'm not going to a piece of land of Palestine sell it to you. You know, was peace there. But since these people become involved of Palestine, the problems start. The genocide is happening in Palestine. Is in South Africa right now, the black genocide is happening. Look at what's happening in Kwekwe Matter. Jacob Peterson is coming from the same type of people. It is Jewish background in reality, okay? It is Israeli background. But it's creating problem in this country. You know, there is a rape case, you know, group of people has been protected. But if that child was a white child, the story would be different. You know, as South African, I ask my nation, stand united. Defend this country. This country is yours. This country is belong to black man. A white man is a guest in this country, including myself. We are guests, we need to respect the land. We came to invade somebody else's house. As guests, you know what? No, the house owner is turning to guest now. Sorry my language, we raped that house, we took over that house, we controlled that house by unfairly. Last 350 years in South Africa, injustice happening. How can Kallie, with a 2 million population, small tiny land, while Constantia, 2,000 family is double size of Kallie. 2 million people living, each one living what? With 4 square meter land. A family in Constantia living with 4,000 square meter land. This is injustice. In Constantia, 2 people is taking 4,000 square meter, but in Kallie, in 40 square meter, almost 40 people. Johnson is injustice, it is out of imagination. The wealth has been controlled by three families in this country. It need to be stopped. The Brent Hearst Foundation need to get out from politics, so give political parties, and especially our black brothers, to progress. Certain politicians in this country they sold to the devil. Enough is enough now. If you are a child of this land, you need to protect this land. As nation, we're not angry enough to protect this land. We're not. If group of people going to Trump telling we want a Volksstaat, freedom Volksstaat, we want a free Orania, we want free capitalist independence. I'm sorry, this is a terrorism. This is the terrorism. You have no right to break my country into pieces. This land is belong to my indigenous people of South Africa. We want justice. We want equality. Justice will never appear if you're not going to give land back to the original owners. You stole from the man. You stole entire wealth. How can his full family entire wealth equal the 60 million population wealth? This is what we're fighting for. We want justice. Rob Hersov, Oppenheimer, Rupert has no right to invade and oppress these people, especially Rob Hersov. He must get out from politics. He has no right to be in politics whatsoever. Okay?
Who is Jack Miller?
Who is Jack Miller? I don't know.
Cape Independence Party. So he's the one registered on
You mean Phil Craig's?
Cape Independence
Oh, yes,
Party
yes, yes. That is the Jewish man.
as Jack Miller. But who's Jack Miller?
He's the man, if I'm not wrong, from Sea Point. So his project didn't work out because he hasn't got any leadership. The project started working out when AfriForum involved. Do you get me now? AfriForum used that man to bring Cape independence or Cape exit first stage.
So Jack Miller, what's the relation between Jack Miller and Phil Craig?
Okay, both of them is Israeli origin. Basically, is European. What we can call, they belief system the same. Okay, they believe, they're not Christian or Muslim. Do you understand? They believe in different type of. So I don't want to use the certain names. No,
Yeah.
they will say it's hate speech. Just that's why I'm trying to avoid that. Okay,
Yeah.
no, they are European people. And basically, they are family of what we can call Oppenheimer, Rupert, and Hersov families. They are relative to these people. Do you get me now? So why they want Cape independence? Do you understand? Let me tell you why they want Cape independence. There is as world highest level natural gas under the ground on the Cape Town. I think 1.3 trillion cubicles natural gas. South Africa is supposed to be one of the wealthiest countries on the earth. But those thieves are stealing underground resources. That's why our indigenous people, especially Xhosa men, Zulu men, Sotho men, these people are struggling economically because the raw material has been stolen. The politician has been bought by these people. Oppenheimer family is spending, for example, 15 million rand in this party, 50 million in that party, 50 million in this party. The election time finished, the next day you don't see those parties anymore on the ground. Look at those by-elections, you see only 4 or 5 parties, but in the country right now we got 1,900 parties almost, 1,800 something parties. So whatever 1,700 parties, 790 parties, these are fake parties. They vote like this, so they want to destabilize country. They can buy anyone they want. You get my point now. So basically, brothers that become enemy of each other. We need to change this political system. The Janet Love, again, Israeli origin woman, need to get out from IC. She must get out. She wasn't supposed to be on top of IC. That's why it's a rigged happened in the last election. I was a premier candidate for Western Cape. Sir, I didn't get 1,800 votes. I got 1,000 more than that. But of course they done because they knew if I come in the power, things will be different. Because I will shift the land, I will shift the economy, I will give my people of Philippi, I will give my people of Guguletu, Langa, Nyanga, and Fulani a power. Because the power has been stolen, I will demolish the 1968 Act, Group Removal Act things. I will bring people who has been forcefully removed those places, I will bring back to the land which their forefather was living that land. Not those people came out from Europe and forcefully took the land especially what we call that one, no? They are denying for what we call expropriation without compensation. You stole the land, man. You're sitting with 7 billion square meter land with 3 families. 7 billion square meter. Give back that land. You know, for buying that amount of land, you're supposed to have 2-3 trillion rand. Where did you get the money? Where? The county budget doesn't have that amount of money. Where did you get the money? You stole the land. Give back that land to our people. So we are fighting against injustice here. Look, South Africa is our country now. Yes, as I say to you, as I might be a guest in the country, but minute I accept that flag as my flag, the minute I accept this passport as my passport, I will love this country and I will die for this country. You dare to touch this country. That's why we're fighting very hard against Shamila Bayuti. What happened yesterday in MPA? How can you remove Omotoso? From which is 1 week ago, Pamela got killed for same case. You remove the rapist out of the power, out of the system, you know, he's walking free. Come on. How can you brought that Zimbabwean woman, you make the judge, 8 years ago, you give the woman irregular ways, citizenship, now you put in the labor court judge. Come on, you're sticking because that Zimbabwean woman will sell South Africa to these people. He's not going to defend our South African rights. He's going to defend those illegal Zimbabweans who's working in this country, so taking employment opportunity because
Who's that woman?
it is become recently. You will see the name online. You know.
Okay.
Just I think appointed yesterday or weeks ago.
She was appointed where? At
Labor court.
Labor court. Okay.
Yes, a judge.
She's got Zimbabwean origins.
She's Zimbabwean origin. She became citizen 8 years ago, and her citizenship also is very, how can I say, is a fraudulent citizenship. I wanted the citizenship need to be checked. Same like Chidima family. Go check the people's citizenship. That's why I'm asking Leon Amos Schreiber. Last 25 years, check all the people became citizens of this country. One by one, including me. Check how we got citizenship in this country. Do you get my point what I'm saying? Are we got our citizenship in legal way or illegal way?
Is it Tembiso Mkoma? Tapiwa Kandidze is among the 4 hopefuls that were interviewed for today. Zimbabwe-born candidate for the Labour Court questioned. Oh, so is she Tapiwa?
Yeah, that one.
Tapiwa Kandidze is among the 4 hopefuls who were interviewed today for the Labour Court judge.
Yeah.
There she is, a Zimbabwe candidate born in the Labour Court. Tapiwa is among the 4 commercial also looking for fill vacancies in electoral court. So if she's okay, she will also serve in the electoral court.
We cannot accept this, sir. We can't accept these things. This is going to create another fraud. It's going to be another rigged. We can't accept as South African. I'm calling all my patriotic South African. Defend the country. The country is being stolen in front of your eyes. Otherwise, tomorrow, you know what? They will do it free Orania. They will do free Ulster. They will do free Cape Independence. Because you are sleeping, you don't want to fight for the country.
But if these people say to you, Mehmet, this Tapiwa, Phil Craig, who's European.
Phil Craig is, firstly, let me tell you something. I just want to make this highlight very carefully. When the Phil Craig met, I brought first. When I ask online, I say, Mr. Leon Amos Schreiber, is Phil Craig South African citizen or not? Then a party, I think it was EFF, if I'm not wrong, asked him in the parliament question. No, not EFF, it was ATM party. Mr. Vuyo Zingala. Yeah, he asked him. He says, yes. He lied of country as Minister of Home Affairs. And we pressurized. Recently, I got information. Phil Craig wasn't South African, was a permanent citizen. So I created a petition, and you know what? I put it online. So petitions get attention. Because I knew Phil Craig not South African citizen. So I squeezed Phil Craig on the corner. When I squeezed him, and suddenly ANC spokesperson, Mr. What was his name? No, the spokesperson for ANC. He came forward, he said, no, Phil Craig not South African citizen. Your ANC, you knew Phil Craig is not South African citizen. Why did you keep quiet so long? Leon Amos Schreiber, you knowingly you lie to nation. You need to step down. You don't deserve to be a minister of that place. If you look at carefully, Leon Amashariber also, his citizenship was a question mark. Because before election, the day we get elected, when we check online, you can go to my email still there, my tweet. He was in his biography in Wikipedia was Zimbabwean. So how did he become citizen? Become citizen of South Africa overnight? Which school did he went? He still never answered me which school he went from, elementary, primary, or university.
So the reason I want to ask you is Tapiwa, Phil Craig, yourself, you are born outside the country, you came here, you came as an adult in 2000, 2006 you became a citizen.
Yes, I became.
So it took you 6 years to become citizen.
Yes.
Okay, the process of naturalization, everything. So you're saying this with confidence. So if people were to check you,
Sir, come on.
you would come out top.
Sir, I never done any illegality in my life. I'm a law obedient citizen. Because you know
Why?
what? Let me tell you something. You cannot build foundation of your life on base lies, on base corruption, on base inequalities, dishonesty. That's my principle of life. Whatever I done in my life, everything's clear. That's why I'm asking, before you asked me that question, I said last 25 years, go check how the foreign, for correct, not South African citizen, is a permanent resident. Please make clear that.
Yeah.
How these people got citizenship? How?
So let's ask you, how did you become a citizen?
I become naturalized.
So naturalized, what does it mean? Did you stay in the country enough?
I stay enough, and you know what? At the end of the day, they accepted. I applied in 2001.
Okay.
Took 5 years. Okay, so every year you must go check.
So you met all the requirements
I require,
for
sir.
naturalization.
Let me tell you something. My business I developed right next to police station in Weinberg, in 2001. My whole life is clear because I was sitting you must understand, in Cape Town has got two biggest court, the Cape Town court and Weinberg court. I've been in Weinberg right next to the court. I run the business almost 20 years, right next to court. So I cannot do illegal stuff. Do you understand? I cannot be illegal. But as I mentioned to you, the reason I went to politics, because of the injustice I saw in the country, because of the inequality I saw in this country, because I saw a group of, for example, let me tell you, in Weinberg, one Israeli businessman holding 60 buildings, and he taken all the prime spot. One building, he cost you a shop, for example. In 2003, I was paying 15,000 rent per month, sir. And the one man is holding 60 buildings. Each building value 10 million. Just times 60 times 10 million. One man I'm talking. And when you look at that man background, he's an ex-judge. How did he got all this money, ex-judge? I'm sorry, that's corruption. Where did you get this money? I can give his name right now. How does man earn so much buildings with what money? And I remember one day me and him, we spoke each other. And I asked him the building I was in 48 Church Street. Listen, I'm giving building name. I asked him, how much did you pay for this building? The amount of money he said to me is such a tiny money. Right now, people, when they hear that one, they're not going to look at it as the salary. That man bought with that kind of money, building, next to nothing.
How much?
It's 24,000 rand. The building right now worth almost 30 million. Now, how can you buy a building for 24,000 right now it's worth 30 million? 30 million. Hotspot.
Is this ex-judge
ex-judge in the High Court?
Is he a white person?
I'm telling you, he's Israeli origin, come from Europe. Do you understand what I'm saying to you?
He was a judge in South Africa or where?
He was in South Africa, and I'm talking High Court in Cape Town. Man right must be about 90 years old. Might be 90 now. If he's alive. Last time he was alive, I've spoken, I think, 2022.
Yeah.
But I don't know if he's alive now. The point is, injustice happening in this country. Inequality is happening in this country. Theft is happening. That's why our judiciary is white. It's way too white. You can't be 60% of the judiciary white. It's unacceptable. Come on, this white population holding almost 4% of the country population. How can they hold the 60%? And between those white people, listen carefully, listen very carefully. Again, 90% of them Israeli origin from Europe. Are you with me what I'm trying to explain to you? It's not Afrikaners, sir. It's not Afrikaners. Afrikaner is a second class citizen in the country, like third class, they call him black citizen. Afrikaner is not a first class citizen in the country right now. That's why Kallie Kriel is becoming, sorry my language, I'm going to use very horrible language. He's running after the George Polak. Who is the George Polak? Again, Israeli origin. You understand? George Polak about to become, what you call that, ambassador America in South Africa. I say, you cannot come in this country. Because you hate black person. You know what? He's openly declaring hate of people. You underestimating our leadership. Why do you want to come our country as ambassador of your country? Now, how did Joel Platt become American citizen? Is there another question mark? These people are controlling the world. You know, they get his citizenship anywhere. If you want a citizen, for example, Dubai, he will go tomorrow and get his citizenship because they're controlling the world system. We are fighting against the system that nobody dare to fight. South Africa is standing as a silent revolution for the world right now. That in the international criminal justice, when we stood up against these devils, these genociders, these killers, that's why they hate us so much. That's why they want to destabilize our country. That's why they want to destroy our country. My brother, if I've been living in this country, nobody dare to touch this country. They must kill all of us. We will stand against them with all means. I will not allow you to go make it Volksstaat as independent. You know, Orania, they think Orania too small now. They don't want any more Orania. They want Volksstaat now. Start from Orania onto Alexandra Bay. Have you ever seen that from between Orania to Alexandra Bay? Most amazing, most the best fertilized land. It's called Orange River. It goes that. It is like paradise. He doesn't interest in the, for example, Karo is an empty spot. He wants the best part, the prime spot of country.
So tell me, Mehmet, you know, before I continue, at some point I thought you were not real. I thought you were an AI manufactured or someone who doesn't really exist.
So
because it's very difficult.
Listen, I want to show my ID to the.
No, don't show it to the. Don't show
they
it
must
to
see it. You know what? I'm a genuine South African.
Yeah.
I'm a proudly South African, and I will die for this country. You must know that.
So, because the things that you say, I mean, you should.
Sir, let me tell you
Yeah.
the reason is I'm standing because my forefathers, they were people of justice, sir. They ruled Europe for 600 years with justice. The Greece was our land. The Bulgaria was our land. Romania was our land. Ukraine was our land. We didn't do injustice to nobody. We didn't rob or rape somebody else's land. But this group of people who is start becoming what we can call, when they went to America, they killed 350 million Hispanic Latinos. 350 million. The recently, Trump becoming to power. First thing he done, he banned the Spanish. You can't speak Spanish in American government now. He banned it, he's literally banned it. So that means he is destroying your identity. That means Hispanic man, he cannot speak his mother tongue. Do you get my point what I'm saying? He can't. This is apartheid, sir. This is a reverse apartheid. So these same people, they want to build Cape independence. First thing last year, you see, if you look at very carefully that referendum party page, he want to block people of Eastern Cape enter to Western Cape. Who are you? You are not still of this country. You come in yesterday, you came into this country. You know, he says 20 years. He's not in this country 20 years. Maximum 5 years in this country. You never heard about this man before 5 years. First time you hear about this man. But if you go my history, you'll find me, I'm here in 20 years. 20, almost 25 years now. You can hear because I'm in the social media activist. You can see that I'm fighting for justice. You just came in yesterday. So first you tell you to country you are, what you call that one, you are citizen. How did you manage to build a political party without citizenship? Took me 15,000 signatures. We fought all the signatures genuinely. We went one by one. We can have all the amount of money we spent to feed people, bring people in our party, help them to develop our party next level. You just come overnight, all the fake signatures, put it online. I want the IEC must check all the signature of the referendum party.
So-
They're all fake, sir. They're all fake. I can deny that. I'm not denying that. I can say that.
So tell me,
Sir, the system is right now is corrupt. The Janet Love must get out from that IEC. The Janet Love, I'm sorry, must get out. She must get out. She done the same corruption in Algeria. She done same corruption in Congo. She was part of the IEC system too. She rigged the election. And now she's rigging our election. Come on. You can't be actors like this. We need to change now.
the reason I could not believe that you were a real character is because of the people that you were speaking against. There you are still alive, and there you are. Who are you caught with as we speak? Who's taking to court? Are you facing any litigation?
I'm taking a lot of people to court and they're taking me, a lot of people taking me to court.
Okay, let's start about those who are taking you to court.
Okay. First, Jewish deputy board took me to court for hate speech.
When was that?
2024.
Okay.
So I won the case against Jewish deputy board. I proved them it's not hate speech. I'm fighting for facts. You are doing genocide in Palestine. You are doing a genocide and accept that. The person who's doing genocide in Palestine, it is your people doing. Not me, not this black man from South Africa. It's your people. You're killing 5 months old baby. That's a genocide. That is genocide you have done in Palestine.
And you proven that in court.
You prove, so court dismissed the case. I won the
Yeah.
case.
Yes. And then
So the second case is AfriForum. Mr. Kallie Kriel. Okay, if this case, tomorrow morning, 8:30, we will be in harassment court in 167 Francis Bard in Pretoria.
yes.
I'm going to meet him face to face. Openly declare, I will tell him you're a terrorist because you want to keep independence. You want to kill our people. This, if you want to keep independence, it will be on cost of our people's lives. This is a terrorism. Your organization is supposed to be agricultural development organization. No, you are in politics. No, you are in law. You are in anything you can. You build a parallel state. I will tell his professor. I will tell him you're a traitor. And you know what he did 2 days ago? He let me get arrested for 5 hours for unlawfully with no court order. Show me where is the court order
So you were arrested for 5 hours
for unfairly.
for doing what?
So just because I'm going against him, because I'm telling you a terrorist. Do you remember I created a petition called "Declare AfriForum as a terrorist organization"? He doesn't want it.
And you got arrested for that.
In reality, he says because I'm harassing his personality. That's what he says. Oh, sir, I'm proving. He's lying. He says the farm murders. Show me where is the farm murder. White man is killing white man. White woman killing white man. White man killing white woman for insurance payouts. For insurance payouts, nothing else. They jealous of each other, you know. They hate each other. You can just check, see. Look, just 2 days ago, the case came out. The white couple, elderly white couple, they said no, she was common suicide. It wasn't common suicide. Husband killed the wife. It's not me. It's just on the social media. You can get check. So they can't handle the truth. They can't handle the facts.
Do you have any black organizations, African organizations who are taking you to court?
No, because I don't have a problem with black people.
Okay.
They are my
You've
people,
got-
sir.
Who are you taking to court? Who are you challenging?
I am challenging AfriForum and Jewish deputy, but Jewish deputy was no more problem, okay, because I won the case, so they are very quiet now.
Okay.
We have absolutely no problem between me
So
and them.
tomorrow you're sitting with
With Kallie Kriel.
in his personal capacity?
In
or-
personal, no. He's in his personal as well as in AfriForum. Him and AfriForum. We face him. So tomorrow and also afternoon times, I'm going to appear again for unlawful arrest. Okay, so the result of this court case will be seen the afternoon times, and I will prove tomorrow to court. I'm fighting for my country. I don't know who is Kallie Kriel. I never met in my life. You know what? If he was a peaceful man, I would respect him. But he's not a peaceful man. He wants to underestimate our leadership of the country. He's underestimating our president. He's acting like a parallel state. He's going CIA, FBI, Mossad. Come on, you're visiting all this country. Who is financing you? When you get all this amount of money? Why do you want to keep independence? What are you interested in? And himself and Phil Craig in the little clip, I don't know if you saw that, said in the clip they want to turn keep independence into little Israel. I can prove this in myself. I can show you. Here, these people, what does Israel mean? Israel right now it is for me, in my personal opinion, is a genocide. So that means you want to do genocide here. So that's why you don't want black men enter the Cape Town. He doesn't want, sir. He doesn't want. That's why they don't want the black men enter the Orania. Do you understand what I'm saying to you?
Yes.
They are the most racist people ever you can imagine. And I'm not fearing to them. They can take me whatever they want. I don't mind to become as a Chris Honey. I don't mind to become a Solomon Mahlangu in this country, man. Enough. I will fight for our people. I call my black brothers, sisters, they are my people. Because this injustice happening in front of my eyes, and I'm an eyewitness. I'm sorry. I'm God believer person.
Let's talk about Timothy Omotoso case. You seem to be blaming Shamila Batoyi as the leader.
Yeah.
And you think these people have bungled the case deliberately to let him go?
Yeah, let me tell you something. Just because of this case, 1 week ago, a woman, the whistleblower, got killed. Pamela. You tell me now, will you release the main suspect? Just weeks ago, the main witness of this case got killed. Will you release the person? This is unfair justice. This is not a justice. This is injustice. The Irma, that white woman, the elderly woman, she cannot be judged anymore. She must go rotten in old age home. That's why I'm complaining, sir.
So do you blame the judge? You also blame...
I'm blaming judge as well as I'm blaming MPA. National Prosecuting Authority is not doing their job. This Omotoso, he is, you know what? If you ask a question or not, ask the country if Omotoso is a rapist or not, 99.9% they will say rapist. You saw the little woman in that things, African woman was crying why this man released. Because this man done something wrong to that woman, she's sitting right behind, inside the courtroom. You know, I'm sorry, our system has been corrupted.
Let's talk about justice for Kwekwe. So in the justice for Kwekwe, you are saying because the mother, who's a police officer, when she was going to go to, I can't remember if it's a hearing, and she got involved in a car accident.
Yeah. They were attempted murder. They want to kill her, sir.
So it wasn't an accident?
There's no way that can be accident. I can't find her at all. I don't know if she's alive at all. Honestly talking to you. That's why next week I'm planning to visit Matatiala. I am going to Matatiala. And we're going to find that Jaco Peterson. And we're going to bring him to justice. And we want to be sure the forensic must check that school from head to feet. Check all the DNA evidence. We want to see how many children got raped in that school. There's not only child has been raped in that school. The Matatiala, people of Matatiala, Mekosa people are very silent. Mamela, as I believe, you can't be silent. Kwekwe is not only your child, it's my child, it's a nation child right now. And we need to protect Kwekwe mother with all cause, with all means. She's a hero right now. She stood against the devil reality. Jaco Peterson, why he didn't come forward, took him 7 months. When yesterday Kallie opened criminal case against me, next day I went to police station. Because I'm not guilty. Why must I run from the justice? Why this man is running from the justice? Why this man never been arrested? Why it took so long, the first suspect? Why they didn't take his DNA test? Why they didn't visit him? Why didn't take any statement from him? Why is school still operating? And now we came to the conclusion, this Berkeley College is belong to Kuru. You know, the Dr. Chris van der Merwe institution. There are 134 of them. Recently, Kuru Nelspruit. Then another rape case was also happened there. The same type of schools. This is very, very alarming. So we need to check entire Kuru right now. We need to check it, I'm sorry. Our ministers, they need to react. If you're sitting in the ministerial position, the country give you that opportunity, act please.
You're calling for Shamila Batoyi to step down if she has failed in Omotoso. And I saw people calling the Minister of Education, Khwahube, to say if she fails to solve the Kwekwe story, because she was taken out of the school after the allegation because they said they wanted to protect the school. And we have not seen anything
No,
Two
she must step
questions.
on that woman also. She's
Two
not
questions.
qualified, sir.
The minister of, I've seen that lady from Nelspruit talking about the cure. So if the minister of education, she fails to solve the Kwekwe issue,
And also Nelspruit issue.
and also Nelspruit issue,
And the same institution from Kuru.
yeah, should, and I'm putting another one. If the suspect in Kwekwe story was an African person, do you think he would have been arrested and his DNA extracted by
Let
force?
me tell you something. If that child was a white child, the next morning, all the suspects would be arrested. Just because of the black child. This is because the cult behind this operation. This is not the first child, sir. Do you remember what happened Oprah Winfrey, the leadership schools? A lot of our children missed. Oprah has been linked to Jeffrey Epstein list. Do you understand? These people are raping small innocent children because they believe in Talmudic mindset. You know what Talmudic? It is not like a Jewish mentality. It is different cult like Jewish, okay? But the same people, we call them Zionists. So these people, all this, for example, Oprah Winfrey institution need to be shut down. We don't want these people in this country anymore. Like Cape Kids Foundation. Cape Kids Foundation is an orphanage place. Has been led from Los Angeles, sir. How can American man is leading Cape Kids Foundation? All this, like, he's orphanage child. Nobody will ask question, where is this child going? Do you get my point? We don't know what's happening to these kids. How can this kind of organization still operate in this country? Do you get my point what I'm saying, sir? It is criminal activities happening in the country in front of our eyes. Enough. Like Justin Schmidt matter. It's unacceptable. The system cannot fail our people any longer. System is failing people. Genoeg is genoeg. No, ek praat Afrikaans also. Ek praat Xhosa also. Okay? I speak almost fluent Xhosa right now. It's Panzi AfriForum Panzi, man. It's enough here.
So you are saying actually AfriForum, they are made a second-class citizens, so they are under oppression themselves.
Yes, they are under pressure, sir. AfriForum sold Afrikaners to Israelis. The Mossad intelligence is running AfriForum right now. The Kriel is, I'm sorry, he's in bed with Netanyahu. Are you with me what I'm saying, sir? That's why if you look at the Joel Pollack table, do you remember they were sitting eating together? Joel Pollack sitting like this, and four of them like this. That table picture is very important. You must read that carefully. That table, Joel Pollack saying, I'm in charge. That's why AfriForum was fighting for Joel Pollack to become ambassador of this country so they can oppress us more. And you remember the video I made it? I say, if John Pollack come to South Africa, we're going to ban American embassy. I don't know if you saw that video. I say that. And he put in his vote, that Joel Pollack himself. They fear to send him to here because it's enough. Donald Trump, must hand off from Canada, must hand off from Greenland, must hand off from Panama. Trump is not our policeman, man. Trump is not our president. We are an independent country. Trump must hand off from the world. Trump is not a leader of the Middle East. Trump is not a leader of the Syria or Pakistan or India. It's enough. It's enough. Truly is enough. They mustn't think, sorry, they mustn't think because the skin color is better than other people, they're white supremacists. Trump is white supremacist. I'm very proud of Ibrahim Rasool what he did. He declared Trump as a supremacist and he's 1,000,000% he's a supremacist. He's a racist. I'm going to use ugly words now. Also stop with
It's
Trump.
fine. Feel free.
I'm going to stop with Trump. I thought I'm trying to go to America to play my Trump, you know.
So Donald Trump, today as we speak, he has imposed those tariffs.
Yeah, he increased tariff against Lesotho. Do you remember? The same Israelis used Lesotho. They paid the MP they took to America to claim Free State, KwaZulu-Natal, Eastern Cape as a Lesotho land. Excuse me, I say that man, I say, you know what, we're going to break your leg if you continue one more time like this. Then they shut up. We will literally break his leg. Come on. This land does not belong to anyone else. This land not for sale, sir.
Yeah, there's a Jewish lady that says you are threatening her and you are calling violence against her, and your fans are also joining.
No, we are standing because we are uprising. Enough is enough. Tomorrow we calling all our brothers and sisters, come to this harassment court. So I'm going to in front of the nation, behalf of my black brother sister, I will tell the Kallie, hey, I know what word I'm going to use to his face.
Do you know tomorrow they are marching against Cyril Ramaphosa?
I don't know about that. They must come march against Kallie.
So it's surprising you, as a patriotic South African, that people, instead of marching against AfriForum court hearing, they are marching against Cyril Ramaphosa tomorrow.
That's unacceptable. Listen, no matter how much corrupt Cyril Ramaphosa, still is a child of this land. He's still child of oppression. You stand against oppressed people, not oppressed one. You are going the wrong direction. You can't stand with people who's...
What about people who say Cyril Ramaphosa is the child of this Oppenheimers, this white monopoly capital?
Man. Cyril Ramaphosa come from disadvantaged community, okay? He came, okay? Yes, he might maybe corrupt, he might do some criminal activities. I don't know about that, okay? I can't, I don't have any proof about that. I remember this Pala story. I saw $4 million came out from his house. And as a citizen, I asked myself, why are you not banking the bank? Because he can't trust the banking system also, himself. So I don't blame the man. Man is under the president. And he also...
Your detractors will also say, but Mehmet, you don't have proof against any of the people that you're talking about. Even Cyril Ramaphosa, you see on the podcast, I battle with people when we come here to say, okay, is Zuma corrupt? Yeah, if he doesn't like Zuma, yeah, Zuma is corrupt.
Sir,
but Zuma is not being convicted. Is Ramaphosa corrupt? Yes, he's corrupt, but he's not been convicted.
Sir,
so for me, it's very difficult to call someone corrupt. If he
that's what I said to you. That's what I say. I can't call someone Ramaphosa corrupt or not. Yeah. Because I have no evidence. Okay, yes, I saw in the media. He's fined $4 million right, in his bedroom. But this man is ankle traders, you understand? He might sell his cows. I don't know about that. Okay, listen, that's about Cyril Ramaphosa. I don't know about that.
Yes.
But for Kriel, I got evidence, sir.
Yeah.
He went to America. What are you doing in the White House? I'm asking. Who did Cyril Ramaphosa send him behalf South Africa to go to White House? He didn't.
What are your thoughts about John Steenhuisen?
John Steenhuisen is one of the most weakest leader in the country. He hasn't got any leadership skills. He just stepped on as agriculture minister. He's failed agriculture. Because since he became minister of agriculture, there's nothing happening.
What about Helen? Because I'm sorry, I'm asking you quick questions because I want us to close. What about Helen Zille? What are your thoughts?
Helen Zille is one of the woman who sold her soul to George Soros. So George Soros is actually mentally, physically controlling Helen. Helen is not herself. That's why Helen Zille brought full crack in the system.
What do you think about?
If you look at carefully again, coming back to George Soros, Open Society Foundation. You understand? So Helen Zille cannot deny she's not chairperson of the Open Society. It is on the internet. You can check it. She is. So
I'm sorry. The reason I'm pushing him is because I want us to close. Elon Musk.
Yeah, Elon Musk, he's anti-South African. He hates this country. He thinks he's a white. He thinks he is the best. He's not. And I'm proud of American they stood against him. Listen, I'm asking my South African brothers sisters, stand against these people who is oppressing our people. You know what? He is oppressing our country. Because of him, we lost 30 billion rand. $, in such a short period of time.
What are your thoughts on Julius Malema?
Julius Malema is mentally is a good man, but only things he said he's a Jewish. The minute you say you're Jewish, maybe if he's Orthodox Jewish, I would love him, I would respect him very much, okay? Because Torah Jews are a good people, but if you're Zionist, I would have question with you.
You see, that particular topic, and I sorry to interject you, it's so confusing that it's yesterday I was hosting Israeli black guys.
Yeah.
So You see, the word Jews, the word Zionist, and the word Israeli, and the word black, all of them are so confusing at the moment. And I understand until I sit down with Julius Malema, I ask him, what is he? Maybe I'll understand a few things.
Yeah. So myself also, at the moment, I don't know if he's Torah Jews. If he's Torah Jews, I will love him.
Yeah.
I will be respecting with my whole heart.
Yeah.
But if it's Zionist Jews, which is Zionist Jews who is committing genocide in Palestine, how can you explain that?
Because the black Jews are distancing themselves from the Israelis who are occupying that land as we speak.
So that means those black Jews, in reality, they are Torah Jews. So they are good Jews. Listen, Torah Jews are brothers.
Yeah.
Look, personally, I don't hate people who is Jewish people. I don't. I'm hating the Zionist mentality who's killing innocent children.
All right.
They already call me anti-Semitic, they call me homophobic, they call me all these names. Do you know?
Let's go to Jacob Zuma.
Jacob Zuma is a decent man.
Thank you.
Listen, Jacob Zuma is a great man. I respect that man. He is a patriotic South African.
Thank you.
Listen, between 2009, I think it was 2017, he was in charge of this country. We were uprising, we were growing. We have destroyed this country after him, man. Those fake rape cases against him, those all fake things. They're just trying to destabilize my character, man.
What are your thoughts on Vuyoloetu Zongula of ATM?
He's a brilliant leader. The only thing is, he's not acting as active. Yes, you can speak, but you need to be active, my brother. Listen,
He's soft. He's a soft killer.
Listen, things happening in Matatiele. You are from Eastern Cape. You're supposed to be the first person to run to Matatiele, find out what's happening. But you're sitting in that warm house in Johannesburg or Pretoria, I don't know.
What are your thoughts on Bantu Holomisa, the general?
Bantu, he's also good character, but he's no longer active person. I think he's too old now.
Okay.
He needs to resign now. He must retire now. His time is over now. He must retire.
Okay.
I don't think his party will be next election survive. It's gone.
Okay. What are your thoughts on Floyd Chibambu?
Floyd is a good man, sir.
Okay.
Look, as I told you, our black brothers, no matter how horrible they are the best compared to the opposition color. You know, I was not going to give one finger of Philip Shambu to 1,000 Kallie Kriel. Did you hear what I'm saying?
Yes, no, I heard you. I'm going to continue to throw in maybe the last few, just so I understand where you are. AZAPO and PAC are two of those Africanist parties before 94.
Yeah,
and now they are now GNU. What's your thought on them?
They sold us, my brother. They sold. They lost their direction. Especially PAC.
Yeah.
He lost us.
What about
he went in bed?
Man?
Sorry, he went in bed. With Oppenheimer family. In reality, you know, you were fighting for land, but you went in bed with DA. As you are part of GNU, you went in bed with DA. I
what
can't
about
respect you.
Musi Maimane?
As I mentioned to you, he is a child of Brandhaus Foundation. He is child of Oppenheimer. You know, he must come back to his roots.
Your thoughts on Mashaba?
Mashaba is showing brilliant leadership right now. I respect him very much. Yes, one stage he was with Oppenheimer family, but right now he's doing a great job. But he need to remove those Ethol out of his party. I'm very unhappy about that Ethol sitting, that Ethol Trophy, whatever his name is, from Khaberba. Ethol is not the right person in that parliament. He must get out. He himself must come in the parliament. I want Herman Mashaba become our Home Affairs Minister. He deserves to be a Home Affairs Minister. He's a good man. He's a good man.
What are your thoughts on illegal immigrants, whether they come from Europe or they come from Africa?
Right now in Cape Town, over 1.2 million illegal immigrants from Ukraine and Israel, as well as France and Germany. They're occupying in Cape Town, and I'm very unhappy about those nomad visas. It's given to legal immigrants to come from Europe for 6 months, work in the country. And especially, I'm extremely unhappy about Leon Amos Schreiber. It's giving our call center jobs, midwife jobs for foreign people, while our people, 19 million unemployed people, can occupy all those jobs. You know, our people need to learn one thing. I'm talking politicians. to give South African jobs to South African people. And thirdly, this illegal foreigners, especially Zimbabwean, Malawian, must F off from this country. They must get out. They must go back to build their countries right now. Zimbabwe is a very rich country. Malawi is a very rich country. Because you're not fighting enough. You want to come steal this land jobs and you're working for 80 rand a day. This is unacceptable. You're working 100 rand a day. This is slavery. This is economic slavery. You're accepting slavery. You can do a million times better in your land. You can produce. You can't tell me you cannot produce in Zimbabwe. You can produce. Here is Victoria Falls. There's a lot of water in your country. If you go 1980s, was Rhodesia was a food basket of the world. Why can't you do it? You can't tell me you are not capable. You are capable. They created that mentality in you. You're not capable. You must shift your mind now. So I'm asking all the Zimbabwean, especially those illegal drug lords from Nigeria, they must return back to their country. They must return back.
Mashiane, politically incorrect. That's it. We came to the end. I'm very glad that he came. Please tell me what you think about him. He's a passionate South African. He's a South African who was not born with us. He's a South African who was born outside the country. He has proven that he's a South African. And by the way, if he wasn't, the man is receiving so much fire that he would be arrested and deported by right now. What do you think about his thoughts? I, for one, because if I give him the mic again to speak, we are not going to end because I love hearing him speak. Let me leave it that. I deliberately wanted it to be a short one. Thank you, Eitada. He came from Cape Town to Gauteng to come and defend South Africa. He came to the podcast. I found that niche. So tomorrow he's going to face Kriel and his AfriForum. Let me leave it at that. Mehmet, thank you. Eitada, sharp.